Привет. I can't speak Russian, so that's all you get. Rob, that one's for you, baby boy. How's everyone doing? Back by popular demand, we have the Russkiy Ruger yet again with a special twist. We actually have a different muzzle device with us today with a flash cone, and this will allow us to run a pretty goofy looking can on this gun. It's kind of a Russkiy Ruger part 2. Rachel actually didn't get to shoot this thing very much, so I want to have her on camera. I want to try doing some one-to-one, some actually like AK style reloads with this thing, and I'm really excited to show the can that we brought today. And I don't think we really even shot this particular gun unsuppressed in the initial video. So it has a massive muzzle brake on it, an 11-inch barrel. Fireball should be pretty crazy. Quick recap, if you don't know what this is a Ruger American Ranch in 7.62x39. You can buy these things with 16-inch barrels that are threaded, but they take mini 30 mags. Not a big fan of those mags myself. I've got a ton of AKs with a ton of AK mags. So when Occam Defense decided to make a billet aluminum magwell adapter for these to take AK mags, as you can see here, I got a little excited about that. So Cody over at Weapon Genetics made a batch of these things with the magwells, all different types of barrel lengths, all different paint jobs. I wanted more of a Rhodesian style paint job. So my rifle has a dirty diaper. It's got baby poop all over it. That's kind of what this thing is. I'll link the original video down below, or I'll pin it at the end of the video if you stick around. Today, I just want to have fun with this with a different can and actually do some reloads and shoot it unsuppressed for fireballs, and we'll give Rachel a chance to run it. Yeah, today is nothing special. We might even just shoot it at 100 yards. Oh, we'll shoot this big pile of trash and dirt. So this gun has 5/8x24 threads. Last time I had a small Chemo 360 device from JMac. Now I've got their big hub mount. This is a 360 style device where it doesn't have to be timed. I just tightened it until it stopped. So it's not totally like centered up where I would like it, but it doesn't matter. It's really just gonna be a suppressor mount today. But I thought it would be cool with this massive brake to shoot a little bit unsuppressed. What's really cool about this, you can actually buy these things with these cones that has the same hub threads on it. And I can actually pop this on there and send all the blast forward, which shouldn't make it so ear-splitting loud and not as concussive. We'll shoot all 3 ways, see what that's like, but pretty cool. And it's so light and handy without the can on it. All right, hold on to your butts and your ears. Woo! It's got like no recoil. It doesn't feel that crazy loud to me from back here. And we've got some overcast, so I'm trying to see if there's fireballs actually. I'm not seeing any fireballs. Pretty cool. Nice. And bam, flash cone's back on. Curious to see what this sensation feels like. I saw a fireball that time. Woo! Yeah, there's a fireball that time. I don't know, I can't tell if it's any quieter or louder, but that's pretty dang cool. Okay. Alrighty. Before we put this suppressor on, we should do some AK reloads. My hands are slippery, and this gun is slippery. So, let's try it.
You ready? Stand by. Meep.
Ah.
Meep.
Kind of fun. It's kind of fun. All right, let me try that a different way now.
Stand by. Meep.
Ugh.
Oh man, babe, that was terrible.
A little bit better. I still think the proper way is bolt back, new mag, off the shoulder, bolt in, go. I feel like that's the way to do this.
Meep.
Slow, but man, it's easy to be repeatable with that one. Well, let's go ahead and put a can on this thing. There it is. The angry muffler. So because we have a hub mount now, we can actually take the thread adapter out of the can, which has hub threads, and go direct thread to this JMac device. Hey everyone, just a reminder, if you do want to support this channel in any way, shape, or form, we do not play the Leviathan games and do a bunch of paid ad reads for ball sack razors, but we do have merch. Go check out thirdpinthreads.com. That's actually my merch company, and if you buy something from Third Pin, it directly affects this channel, and I'm probably the one packing up that order as well. Every Thursday, we do select random orders that we pack up with extra prizes, goodies, stickers, all kinds of stuff, and some of those prizes are actually some pretty high value items. Because we value your business, and I, as the creator of this YouTube channel, definitely value the support. It helps out more than you know, so I greatly appreciate that. We got some really cool stuff still on the website now. We have some stuff on clearance, selling it cheap, cheap, cheap. So go check out thirdpinthreads.com if you do want to help us out. Now back to the Russkiy Ruger. Oh, dude. I gotta hear what that sounds like.
Oh yeah, it sounds great.
That's quiet.
Yeah.
Cool. Can staying nice and tight. Damn. I feel like that's the can we should have had on there the whole time. That's really cool. You have to admit, dude, old school slab side mag with a can that looks like it was designed 20 years ago, and this retro optic on this gun is kind of a vibe, dude. Pretty dang cool. Like no recoil, not bad.
How are you doing this at the match?
It sucks.
Woo!
Yeah. Not bad. Woo! Pretty cool. That barrel gets wicked hot though. Sweaty. Yes, I listened in the first video. Everyone kept saying, do the mad minute. So that works, but this bolt isn't the smoothest bolt in the world, but it definitely is easier to come down with the middle finger, working the trigger. With a smoother bolt, that would be easier. It's doable. It's just, sometimes my hand slips off because it's just such a short, slippery bolt. Try the little baby one. A little bit to the left.
All right, nice.
Woo! All right, let's try offhand. It's hard. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's been a fun little video, part 2 of the Russkiy Ruger, but I really just wanted to showcase kind of like the muzzle device setup and this resilient Putnik, man. It's like my favorite freaking can right now. It's just so crazy cool. Different to look at, different shooting experience. It's kind of a flow through, feels really good on gas guns, but it mainly looks sick on a lot of guns. And everywhere I've taken this can, people that don't know about it, because it's still kind of like low-key unknown, it makes everyone come up and ask about it. Like, it just begs the question for people to come up and say, what the hell is that thing? And turns a lot of heads, which this gun already kind of did, and now with that can, it's just like, it pushes it up to 11. This gun was already on 10. It's just such a neat different gun that provides an extremely unique shooting experience. You can reload it like an AK. It's got a freaking stick shift on the side, and it's a pretty cheap point of entry. So I want to talk about that real quick because we really haven't covered that much. So if you wanted to get your own Russkiy Ruger, as in get your Ruger American, get your Occam Defense Rook Magwell adapter, what's the financial commitment? Let's say bottom of the barrel, cheapest point of entry, you can get a Ruger American Ranch in 7.62x39 like I'm looking at it right now, filming this in July of 2024. They hover around 520 bucks to 550 before taxes. Let's say nice even number after taxes, like 600 bucks. And you have a rifle that's ready to go before you've done anything. Pretty cheap gun. 200 bucks for the Magwell adapter. You know, you're looking at about $800. They're not that difficult to put in, choosing my words carefully because YouTube doesn't like non-factory things. So you figure out how to make that work, and that portion is free because you did it yourself. So now you're really in this thing for like 800 bucks, and you really don't need anything else after that. They come with 16-inch barrels. They come threaded from the factory. You can basically adapt any can you want on the factory threads if you really wanted to go that route, and you're ready. This thing is ready to rock and roll with AK mags, around 800 bucks. Relatively speaking, 800 bucks in the AK world doesn't get you much. That might get you a PSA AK at best, which, let's be honest, is a beginner entry-level AK. It's just what they are at that price point. That does not buy you a Zastava. Damn sure doesn't get you anything from WBP or FB, the Polish guns. And it is a far cry from anything Bulgarian. So yeah, $800 doesn't really get you that much of an AK if you wanted something like really good. Certainly not an import. So what $800 does get you is a very different shooting experience. I shoot a lot. I got bored of AR-15s years ago. I'm absolutely obsessed with AKs, but you know, you can get burnt out shooting the same thing all the time, and sometimes I do just get tired of shooting AKs non-stop. But I've got the magazines laying around, I've got the ammo laying around, and you know, when this whole thing came together, it really like lit a fire and reinvigorated just the passion of shooting. This gun has been so much fun to shoot, and cool side effect of it being a bolt gun, I'm shooting way less 7.62x39 than I do when I go out and mag dump into trash with my AKs that are semi-auto. That's been cool. I made a point in the last video that we're literally spending just as much time at the range, like filming and shooting these things as we would with AKs, shooting a quarter of the ammo. 7.62x39 is very expensive these days. We're talking 50 plus cents a round, 60 cents a round. It's just dumb, but that's the world we live in. So I'm trying to shoot it sparingly. This thing, I don't feel like I'm sacrificing anything in the fun department while slowing down on my ammo consumption. That's really been the big benefit to this thing. And just the best part about it overall, it's a really unique, different experience, and it just looks nasty. I mean, let's be honest, we all want our guns to look cool. You want to be at the range, like, don't lie. Like, deep down, you want to be at the range with a gun that you're really proud of. You want someone to walk up and say, bro, that thing is sick. Like, what? Send me a link. What is, like, you want that, right? We all want that. It's cool. It's reassuring that you've got good taste and you set up a cool gun and other people think it's cool or they think it's a good setup. It's reassuring, right? Everywhere I've gone with this damn thing, bro, can I shoot it? What is that? Dude, is that an AK mag? Oh, what the hell's the freaking muffler looking thing? It's cool. It's cool to get those questions. It's cool when people like your gun. And everyone seems to like this thing. Well, not everyone. Some people hate it. But when people do like it, they seem to really like it. So yeah, man, that was the whole point of this thing. A different shooting experience and what can sometimes feel like a very boring world of all the same type of gun. It kind of all flows together. In certain worlds, AR-15s, Glocks, even AKs these days, a lot of stuff's starting to like flow together. It's kind of hard to be different and unique. Went to SHOT Show, went to NRA, went to a lot of different things this year. My ears perked up hard when I heard about the Occam Ruck because I had never paid attention to the Ruger American Ranch. I'd never thought about getting one. It was not on my radar at all until I heard about that. And I was like, that would look freaking nasty with like a drum or something cool hanging out of it, or a Hungarian tanker 20 rounder. It's just a sick little scout rifle. So yeah, rant over. I don't want to ramble too much, but it's been a super fun gun. That resilient Putnik and that muzzle device flash cone combo. It's like a 3-in-1 package. You get a brake, you get a suppressor mount, and you get a way to shoot without concussion with the flash cone. It's just cool. And hey, these things are cheap. It's a blank canvas. Do your own paint job. I've got no money in this paint job. We literally dabbed that on from 2 cans of paint Cody was about to throw away. Thanks again, Cody, for doing some cool work on this thing. Big shout out to Brian at Occam Defense for coming out with that magwell. Big shout out to Tyler Reeves over at Resilient for making these awesome Putnik cans. I just have been raving about them. It is such a badass suppressor. Certainly if you're into AKs, it passes the vibe check with flying colors, and it is a very good can. JMac Customs for hooking us up with the 360 hub mount with the flash cone. I was putting that stuff in my cart and he was like, hold on there, brother. Like, we think it would look cool in a video, so we'll send it. So they provided that for free. Thank you guys so much for doing that. It helps out tremendously. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
God damn!